Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to review Gremlins, one of my favorite movies that I saw in the theater when it came out, as well as every time it was on television and I could watch it. This is an excellent film because it is good at being several things at once. A satirical comedy, a horror film, a film for a variety of audiences. The basic plot is that while trying to sell his inventions, Mr. Peltzer sees the Mogwai and wants it, but he is told by the shop owner that it is not for sale at any price. But his grandson sells the Mogwai anyway to Mr. Peltzer, with 3 key warnings. Can't expose him to bright light, can't get wet, and must never be fed after midnight. We also meet Billy, Mr. Peltzer's son, who is a talented artist but has a practical job at the bank that isn't fulfilling and he doesn't really fit in there. One of the things I love about Gremlins is that it's a movie that references several other movies, including the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And our Mogwai Gizmo enjoys watching television, especially old movies. The 3 rules for caring for a Mogwai are broken. Gizmo is exposed to water, and this is where we get the clones, who turn out to be mostly malevolent, especially Stripe. Stripe eventually makes sure they get fed after midnight. Gizmo is also cloned with the help of Billy's former science teacher, who performs experiments on one of the Mogwai who was nicer, like Gizmo. But he eats after midnight too, and undergoes a metamorphosis to become one of the mischievous and vicious Gremlins. At this point, the movie becomes much more intense, the horror elements are much more explicit, and the comedy is still there. One of the most intense scenes involves a confrontation between several gremlins and Billy's mother. This is the beginning of several great action sequences in the film. The scene where the gremlins take over a bar is absolutely hilarious. The Flashdance gremlin, she's my favorite gremlin. There's also a nice romantic subplot between Billy and Kate, who works with him at the bank. The final segment of Gremlins is action-packed, exciting, funny. It's great to see Gizmo go into action, especially when he has this iconic sequence where he drives the Barbie Corvette through the toy store chaotically, but in an effort to help or rescue Billy. And Billy has a great action sequence, I'd say very intense and definitely horrifying, and not surprisingly, parts of it were inspired by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Gremlins is a fantastic movie. It works wonderfully as a satire, as a horror film, and certainly has some good social commentary about humans' relationship to nature, commodification, objectification. But generally, it is a great Christmas movie. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.